Hey, what's up guys? Just wanted to give you a quick tip here. If you're getting some backlash or some overrun on a Daiwa Tatula that happens to have the zero adjuster knob, I got a tip that should help you out. Let me get back in the garage. I'll tell you what to do. Okay guys, back to the house here. It's a little bit windy out there on the lake. Hey, so I wanted to let you guys know, if you've got one of these Daiwas that have the zero adjust knob on it, where Daiwa basically kind of sets that knob to what's considered an optimal position for spool tension from the factory. So if you're out there and you're still having some issues with like overrun or backlash, even if you set these brakes up to, you know, between 10 and 20, somewhere in there, you're still having some issues with it. I specifically notice if you're doing some short casts, so little small short cast that don't really give the chance for the brakes to engage a whole lot, that's where you may see an issue occasionally on these with the zero adjuster. So quick way to fix this, and like I said, it's not a secret, it's in the manual actually, but you know how that is, you miss that or you don't read it. What they actually recommend doing, if you look down here, okay, it says here, if you feel the braking power is insufficient, even though the mag dial, which is that outer portion there, is set at maximum, a slightly loosened zero adjuster, which is that, the tension knob, a slightly loosened zero adjuster can function as an auxiliary braking system. So this specific reel is casting fine. This is the Daiwa Tatula the X, the T-Wing 100, the Daiwa Tatula X. So it's casting just fine, but sometimes on those really short little pitches, little small cast, I get a little overrun on that, which was a little bit annoying. So looked in the manual, happened to see that, and contrary to what you might think, you know, tightening things down, they actually suggest loosening this a little bit. So now with Daiwa reels, guys, you're not going to be able to probably hear this, but these reels, in my experience, they like a little bit of play in this spool, guys. When you rock that side to side, it's easier when you have the clutch depressed there, but you rock that side to side, you'll want to hear a little bit of slop in that. Nothing crazy. And mine from the factory was set, in my opinion, a little bit too tight, so I just backed it off a little bit. So what the zero adjuster actually means, now that doesn't mean that you're never going to have to adjust spool tension. That's not what they're going for. I will tell you what these are though, guys. Once you kind of get this thing dialed in based on your specific reel and what type of line you're using, once you get it somewhat dialed in there, guys, you really don't have to mess with it. You really don't. I'm telling you that. I've got 3 of these Daiwa reels. 2 of them have that zero adjust on it. You basically are going to control your braking with this magnetic dial on the outside, and that'll really take care of it. So if you're out there and you get a little overrun, just crank it up. I found the majority of what I throw, I can go anywhere from setting 8 up to about 14. If I'm out there on, say, like a windy day, you will rarely ever need to go past like 12 or 14 on these things. Most everything you can run around a 10. So, but anyways, just a quick video. If you're having some overrun, especially on those short distance cast, back off that spool tension knob a little bit and see if that don't help you. All right, guys.